Welcome to the StarGazer podcast. I'm Monty.
I'm Sid.
And I don't know. How do we start this show?
Fucking news. I don't know.
News. It's been a
weird week.
Slowish week.
It's been a weird week.
Slowish,
Not
whatever.
necessarily slow.
Yeah,
just weird.
It's whatever. Biden got inaugurated.
Lady Gaga went to the inauguration.
Lady Gaga got inaugurated?
No, she went to the inauguration. She went to Biden's inauguration.
Okay. Fucking, what was it? I saw a lot of memes that were saying like.
There were a lot of Bernie Sanders memes.
Oh yeah, like Bernie wore the same coat to the inauguration.
They were also putting him
ad.
in just other They were just also cropping him into photos for some reason.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm just gonna leave here. It's like, I'm once again wearing the same coat. I don't remember how to do Bernie's voice.
No, you don't.
I've been over this, but I saw the meme that was like, the most successful candidate in history also has the most like soldiers, or like most defense, or like I can't figure it out. Like, it was the most security at an inauguration for one of the most successful presidential candidates in history.
Yeah, they had to do that considering what was going on before the inauguration.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
and the fact that someone tried to actually get in with a fake press pass with a bomb.
That I didn't hear about.
Yeah. So
care to elaborate on that?
From what I remember hearing, it was a defective pipe bomb, so it wouldn't have worked anyways. But the fact that they had it along with, what was it? Not pirated, but
stolen,
illegal. What is it? Forged documentation to be at the inauguration. Mm. That's why they were double checking everyone's documentation that was there.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
No, we don't need to bring back Potter Puppet Pals. We don't need to bring back Puppet Pals.
On a quick tangent in the middle of the news, very very beginning, we've talked about calling this the Tangent Podcast. Potter Puppet Pals, I don't know if you know this, was made by Neil C. Ciarega, who also made the Mouth albums. Mm-hmm. What was it? Mouth Sounds, Mouth Moods, and Mouth Dreams.
All right.
All those weird things where it, like it had the Yahoo theme, and then it went into like the PlayStation 2 intro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, same person. Mm-hmm. It was really weird, because like if you go to his website.
How old is the Puppet Pals anymore
how old
now?
Is Puppet Pals? Let's look at this now. Hang on. Let's see.
Like it's the beginning, and we're already going on a tangent.
Pals. We're not even done with the news.
It is 13 years old.
13 years old, 194 million views.
Don't play it.
I'm not playing it. It's silent anyway. 1.6 million views. What is the current top comment? What a classic. Harry Potter Theory. The verified Harry Potter Theory. Oh, never mind. That's not. Okay, I guess it's not that interesting.
Yeah.
But, cool.
Already a tangent in the fucking beginning.
Before we're done with the first section of the first part of the first section, it's. Thanks for watching. We're not done.
He wants to be done, but we're not.
I wish. I don't, but I don't fucking know. More sad news. Larry King, the man, the myth, the legend, 2. What was it? Peabody Awards, an Emmy, some ABC crap.
Prescott Awards too, I think you said.
What?
Didn't he have Prescott Awards too?
I have no idea. We're gonna look this up, Wiki. But the sad thing, he passed away this morning.
Yeah.
Or this.
He passed away today.
Today, as of this recording, if you're listening live, he passed away today. If you're listening in the future, it was. What's today? 23rd? Yep, January 23rd.
Yeah.
2021. May he rest in peace. Why did I...
God, you just went to what?
I'm working on it. Hang on.
You went to the homepage of Wikipedia. Who does that?
There was... I remember there was an old clip from the... hang on. 2 Peabodys, an Emmy, and 10 Cable ACE Awards.
Oh, okay.
All right. I remember an old clip with Ghostbuster. Dan Aykroyd. Where he was trying to sell his vodka, and he was on the Larry King show, and Larry King was like,
didn't John Tron
so what is this?
pull that up in his video?
John Tron on the maybe that might be what I'm thinking of, but there was the video where it's like, I'm Larry King. Let's see what this vodka is, and he drinks it and he's like, oh Jesus, oh it's the start of the ruination. Oh I'm dying, help. It was an interesting thing, but
Larry King definitely sounds like a comedian. I personally never really watched anything he was in, I don't think.
he was on Justin Bieber's roast on Comedy Central. He was on someone's roast.
Watch Comedy Central.
Larry King roast. He was on the roast of Donald Trump.
I should have watched that, Jesus.
Oh God, it's archived on YouTube. It's
yeah.
amazing. But what was it? There was something like, we're here with, he was talking to Lisa Lampanelli. He was like, we're here with Lisa Lumpy Belly. It was an interesting
He's
roast.
one of those old men.
Yeah. While we were looking for,
News.
may he rest in peace. While
May
we
he
were
rest
looking
in
for
peace.
news today, we found a title. Italian Girl 10 dies in TikTok challenge. So we went and looked at this.
So I actually use TikTok, and I've never seen this challenge or trend come up anywhere.
Also, apparently,
Ever?
Italy blocked unverified accounts.
Well, okay then. But yeah, I've never seen this challenge or anything pop up ever on my TikTok or any of it. But it's basically reminiscent of, for those of you who remember as early 90s kids and early 2000s kids, the choking game that went around, which is basically they were kids trying to temporarily suffocate themselves to get a euphoric feeling, which that is actually scientifically true. If you disconnect oxygen from the brain, the survival instinct kicks in to try and make it not painful until you can start breathing again.
Autoerotic asphyxia.
Yep. But to go off on that tangent, this is just, first off, this is dangerous as shit, but I'm reminded of...
Stop doing challenges.
Stop doing fucking stupid ass challenges, but it reminds me of the fire challenge that was going around for a while too. The Kiki challenge, where you would get out of your car in moving traffic and dance beside it.
What?
Because people are fucking idiots.
The only thing I remember a big challenge craze where it was like everything was turning into a challenge that was really dangerous. But I specifically remember Tide Pods challenge.
Why was that a
What
thing?
was that? But Tide Pods are soap, and that's not food.
Why was that a thing? I thought the only one I thought was funny was when someone had made fake ones. So it was icing inside of it, and it was edible paper.
I do remember that. They made the then the cake thing.
Yeah, and the cake thing.
They made it.
But they brought it. The reason I thought it was funny is because they brought it into class and ate one in front of their teacher, and their teacher freaked out, only for them to go, "It's icing."
Oh my God! You need to go to the hospital. Don't worry, I made these. What are you talking about? It's not soap. Oh, okay.
It's icing. Yeah. But it also kind of reminds me of a dangerous challenge we all used to do, which was the cinnamon challenge back when YouTube first started. If you remember that.
God, I barely remember that.
Yeah, the cinnamon challenge was always a thing that like me and my brothers had watched when a beginning of YouTube, and we had just went, "Wow, that's stupid," because cinnamon is drying. And can easily make you start coughing because you're not meant to inhale it. It is very dangerous. You shouldn't do that, just like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Well, here's the thing.
But we were doing that for ALS, so I didn't...
that's for charity.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. But
the Ice Bucket Challenge was still
what happened? I did that way back when it was a thing.
I never did the Ice Bucket Challenge willingly. One of my friends, and I hadn't noticed their phone was out, had filmed it, but they had dumped ice water on top of my head. And they had screamed that it was for the ALS, and I wasn't mad because it was for ALS. I was mad that they didn't tell me they were about to do it.
That's
so
addictive.
What I had done, because it was Florida and it was winter in Florida, meaning my pool was cold.
Meaning it was a whole 80 degrees.
No, actually meaning it was a whole 60 degrees.
Oh, that's...
And my pool was maybe 30 degrees. I grabbed him by the jacket and tossed him in.
You Floridans. You think 60's cold.
I don't think 60's cold. I'm not
crazy.
from Florida.
That's right. You're from somewhere.
Germany.
Germany. Or maybe it was Hawaii. Or maybe it was... I don't know.
Okay, I was born in Tennessee, raised in Germany. There we go. I'm an army brat.
Yeah. Get on that one, nerds. Figure that one out.
Yeah. But no, I'm actually going to continue because there was one that actually a lot of my friends were scared about for a while, and this was going around on Instagram, which was there was like Blue Shark Challenge or something. It was something.
Shark.
It was called something weird, but basically it was this thing that would hack into your phone. Yeah, like Blue Shark Challenge or something.
Challenge. I wrote challenge.
Got a job. But it was basically they would...
Blue Whale?
Yeah, Blue Whale.
Blue Whale Challenge.
They would basically hack into your phone.
It is a game. Air quotes. We're using Wikipedia.
But basically, someone would hack into your phone and have have basically all the information about you, your family, where you live, and all of that. And would be holding your family's lives over your head and forcing you to do dangerous things. And it would end with... suicide.
What the fuck?
And me and my friends had posted warnings around it. Like, hey, if somebody says anything about this, don't do it. Don't agree to it. Don't do anything. Just ignore it.
Jesus Christ. That reminds me of... what was the movie? Like... some Truth or Dare movie.
Yeah.
But the people would get possessed by like a ghost or something, so they would end up killing people.
Here's a weird question for you that someone posed to me the other day. And this is still within what we're talking about. With how the internet now works and how sharing video works and all of that, would the ring be deadly anymore?
No.
Because you have 7 days to show it to somebody else.
You have 7 days to prepare. You get a TV smaller. This is going to paint me in a terrible light. You get a TV smaller than the human body. Then the first half crawls through, and then it gets stuck. And then you go fly to the island. And I'm going to stop myself there.
You do realize where I was going with it is you have 7 days... to die if you don't show the video to somebody else.
Okay.
You know somebody would just film it on their phone and post it to YouTube.
Hey, watch this. And then people would be like, hey, watch this. And then...
Yeah!
Because here's the thing. It would keep getting watches.
So would it work anymore?
No.
Would Samara work?
What's the creature called? I never watched
Samara.
Samara would be like, all right, I need to be... Because does it work as the most recent person to watch the video?
Basically, if you watch... You have from watching the video, you have 7 days to get somebody else to watch it. And if you get somebody else to watch it in those 7 days, that person then has to... So basically the most recent person to have seen it.
Okay, so the most recent person to have seen it. So if that video would end up going viral... I already forgot the name. Samara would be like, all right, I need to keep a track of this person. Wait, someone new watched it? Okay, wait, hang on. And then it'd just keep going. It'd just go around and around.
My questioning, though, is, even though it would no longer work, would eventually every person in the world have watched it so Samara can't kill anyone?
Well, more people would be born.
But they would have to see it.
They'd have to see it, yeah.
And the last person...
So one person would die, but they just show it to every newborn baby.
Yeah, basically.
So, that'd be neat.
Yeah, that was a weird tangent.
That would not be neat. That's an interesting thing. Weird tangent, though. Silence. Long silence. So, update on that billionaire thing from last week? I think that was last week.
I think so, yeah.
Where
that was last week.
Elon Musk beat Jeff Bezos.
Before our card tangent.
Before the podcast even picked up that week, Jeff Bezos has already been back on top. He is still the top as of right now, which is still kind of upsetting to me personally. I have a vendetta against Amazon. I'm sure you figured that out.
I still question why, but whatever.
Because he has all the money. He could be donating to
Here's my thing.
Charity.
If Jeff Bezos was donating at least $1 billion to charity once a month, would you be mad at him? Or at Amazon?
$1 billion a month?
Yeah.
No. But guess what he's not doing?
I know.
See? You've proven my point. But it's like he has all that money. He could, and he's like, this is my money. Well, then use it. Are you just gonna sit on it and do nothing? Just get a big Scrooge McDuck vault? Or are you gonna fucking, help? He could end world hunger. He could end homelessness. He could conquer the fucking galaxy and like get us off this planet and save the world. He could do so many things.
As much as this is counterintuitive, I would pay money to see Jeff Bezos try to swim in gold. Because that hurts. You can't Scrooge McDuck it. That hurts.
I would pay Jeff Bezos' net worth to see him swim in liquid gold. Because liquid gold would have to be hundreds if not thousands of degrees.
No. Actually, I think...
What is gold's boiling point?
The melting point of gold is actually... Yeah, I hit the table on it.
That's alright. Ignore the big thumps. We're working on it. We'll get cranes soon.
It's actually pretty... low.
What is the liquid? The fucking melting point of gold. I know. What was it? There was on the topic of melting points. This is another tangent. I saw a video a long time ago of. It was either. Okay, I think it was water, but it's how water behaves. No, it might have been oxygen. Oxygen behaved with the solid, liquid, and gas form of itself all in one place, and it was extremely chaotic, and the beaker was just it looked like the beaker just kept exploding and breaking and cracking. But on that subject, everything is an element. Okay.
To melt gold in Fahrenheit, 1,945 degrees.
Okay.
That is the melting point of gold.
1,000.
And that is pure gold too, like 24 karat gold.
1945, the year that... what happened in 1945? Who knows? But everything has a melting point and then a boiling point, technically speaking, right?
Would you like me to look at the boiling point?
Yes.
Because I think the boiling point is actually much cooler.
Gold, yeah. But everything has that. So, how cold is liquid oxygen? And could you drink it?
No. Liquid oxygen is actually very dangerous.
Okay, cool. But that's the thing.
Let's put it this way. If you pour liquid oxygen into a patch of carpet, it turns into an explosive.
Carpet?
Yes. If you took a small square of carpet and pour liquid oxygen onto it, it turns into an explosive the minute it's lit.
Forget hydrogen bombs.
Yeah.
Get oxygen bombs.
The
boiling point?
For solid gold, the boiling point is 3,243.
Is that Fahrenheit?
That's Kelvin.
Okay, so it's not a lot.
Kelvin is used for planets.
Kelvin is 200 degrees Celsius hotter than whatever the Celsius temperature is, so it's basically Celsius.
Fine, you want Fahrenheit? 5,378.
Damn, that's kind of too much for me to care.
Exactly.
What a great tangent.
He would definitely be boiled.
Yeah.
He wouldn't live.
Like I said, I would pay his net worth to see Jeff Bezos swim in liquid gold.
Yeah, he would not live.
But on that subject, I'm going to quickly... oxygen...
I can show you...
Liquiding point? What is that?
Liquid oxygen?
What is... Okay. Solid to liquid is liquidation. Liquid to solid is freezing?
I believe
liquid to gas is boiling. Or no, solid to liquid is melting. Liquid to gas is boiling. Liquid to solid is freezing. What is gas to liquid? What's the term for that?
I wouldn't know, because you're extracting it from...
Oxygen.
I would assume extraction?
Freezing? I'm going to say freezing. Liquid oxygen. Hang on. Gas to liquid phase change is called vaporization? No. Liquid to gas. Hang on. Liquid? No, we need gas to liquid. Condensation, I think. Sublimation. Yeah. Oxygen condensation point. Oxygen condenser Amazon, god damn it!
He heard you talking
Quit
about
listening! Liquid oxygen, slightly denser, point of cryogenic, freezing point of negative 361 Fahrenheit, 218 Celsius.
I will show you a video that I have because I watch The King of Random, which does a lot of science videos of them playing with liquid oxygen, so you can see how destructive of an element it is.
Also, again, we're nowhere near done with the news section. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. we're nowhere near done with the news section.
We're not
and
done
we're
with
still
the
on
news
tangents.
section, but
Go ahead.
Like, one of the things that we have that's under my thing is kind of world news, so I will just put it, so I'm just going to talk about it now.
Yeah, go for it.
But basically, so, as I stated earlier, I go on TikTok, which isn't surprising. I follow a person whose tag I'm not going to put in, but they...
Don't add her.
Yeah, I'm not adding them, but they post these little videos of, like, dramas and things, and it's cute. And I've watched a couple of the dramas that they've recommended. And one of them I actually love. It's called Love O2O, but the O2O is online from online to offline.
Okay.
And I just find that cute. But, and it's actually a pretty cute drama, considering for drama, whether it be Eastern, Western, or anything, a romance drama, a healthy relationship. You don't see those often in media.
Yeah.
A healthy relationship where they communicate and don't assume things.
I like how you're implying that no one else has done that when that's happened before. It's just rare.
It's really fucking rare.
Now that I think about it, it is oddly rare. It's
like, let's put it this way. The reason I'm saying that is things, especially here in the States, that are geared towards a female audience, especially a teenage to young adult female audience, is the most toxic bullshit I've ever seen. And this one that is, again, geared towards a young female audience isn't. So allow me to be shocked. And
zap.
no.
I tried to zap you.
He tried zapping me. It failed.
I don't have a taser.
But basically, the actress for the main female lead, her name is, I'm gonna butcher this, Zhang Shuang. I'm gonna call her Wei Wei because that's her character's name, and I can pronounce that.
Okay.
But basically, from what I understood from everything I had read, all the articles that I could find about this, her entire career just kind of imploded overnight.
Oh.
Because her ex, who was also her manager, who she fired, had somehow taken her eggs that she had frozen because her doctor had told her with how thin she is, if she wanted to get pregnant in the future,
Okay, I was gonna say.
she may want to freeze them now.
I was gonna say eggs is in like cooking or eggs is in fertility.
Fertility.
Go
But
ahead.
because of how thin she is, her doctor told her to freezing them now would be a good idea if you do want them in the future, in case she loses any more weight and her body starts shutting down.
Okay.
And so her ex, who again was also her manager, somehow obtained her frozen eggs and had implanted them in 2 other women to surrogate without her knowledge.
Isn't that illegal?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Here's where things get
Jesus
fucked up,
Christ.
though.
Here's where things get fucked up.
The kids were born here in the States.
Oh, what?
She's from China.
Wh-
And the kids are born here in the U.S.
That's... Oh,
and surrogacy is banned in
I
China.
was gonna say.
And illegal.
That's kind of hard. That makes up a whole lot of complicated.
Mm-hmm. And it gets worse because they're taking it out on her.
Oh, come the fuck on.
Her entire career has been destroyed, and any show she's in has been banned in China from viewing.
Oh my god. Here's what we do. We go to China, we just shout Tiananmen Square Massacre. And then the entire country just shuts down. Anyone listening in China, sorry that, well, you're not hearing this now. I killed her. She's dead. This is my podcast now. It's done. It's done. I've won.
No, you haven't.
Ah, shit.
But
This is my show now.
no, it's not.
Pull a
But
fucking...
yes, no. that was what got to me the most when it came to the news this week, because I was like, she had something done to her without her knowledge, and yet she's the one being punished.
God, the world's a shit.
If you also think about how China law is about children, because she has 2 biological children that exist now, she can't have her own children.
Oh, God. Fuck. Shit, you right. Ah, fuck. What the fuck? I'm gonna be thinking about this all afternoon now. Thanks.
I had to bring it up.
I'm just be thinking about the complications of this all fucking day.
Because it made me so mad, because so many people are bashing her for it. And the reason I brought up the show is because everyone's bashing her because she is the main female lead in the show. Because the main male lead is a very popular actor in China. And everyone's bashing her for, oh, he must have hated working with her and all this if this is what was going on behind the scenes. And I'm like, if anything, he's probably seeing a friend who has basically been abused by her ex and is now being abused by the media.
Yeah.
So
that's like,
he probably doesn't think of her as a bad person.
I feel like the most similar situation is the thing going on right now with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Amber Heard situation, yeah.
Which, by the way, I stand by Johnny Depp.
I do too.
Cool. And if you are of the belief that Amber Heard is not in the wrong, go away. Get out. Get off my show.
Our show. And for what I'm also talking about, if you believe that her ex was in the right to protect 2 innocent children, I'm sorry, these are children that shouldn't exist because they didn't have her consent or knowledge. Because the last time the female actress was even seen in the U.S., because both of the children were born...
I guess, is it like early 2010s?
Let's see, she was last seen in the U.S. in 2018. The first child was born in, December of 2019, and the second one was born in 2020.
Oh, God.
So...
What in the fuck is this? This is...
She wasn't even here! She couldn't consent to any of it!
Jesus Christ. To follow that note... If you are done, I won't.
No, but what I was trying to say is, if for all of you that do know the show and do watch us, if you agree with the whole she deserved it, abusers, if you agree with her ex-boyfriend who's literally doing this to keep control over her,
what a bold claim to make.
Fuck off.
with no viewers.
Yeah.
Right now. That's an interesting one. But yeah.
Someone at some point is gonna look back at the old ones and see the shit they said, and they're just gonna be like, see the shit we said, just gonna be like, oh,
what?
Whoa!
What do you think you're gonna get held accountable for just a 2-second joke that you're gonna be held accountable for in 10 years?
That's that I've made on the podcast?
That's going to threaten your career. Kind of like, oh, what was not just like in general. What 2-second joke have you already made that you're gonna have a problem with in 10 years? That people like. What's the thing? The thing. Who was the guy that had the James Gunn, the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, his old tweets, and everyone was like, oh, it's these like 11-year-old tweets from a different career by the same person. This should get him fired from every job and blacklisted and fucking...
You want to know why I'm not scared of anything I've said on the internet coming back to haunt me? Because I'm not racist. Or sexist.
Fair.
Or any of it. Every comment I've ever made, every joke I've ever made can be agreed upon by people of either like-minded or just don't give a crap.
Yeah, you're free to be offended, and I'm free to offend. If you come up to me and say, you are offended by this, I will adjust slightly for you, but I will not change my act.
Like, if someone, in the future watching this podcast, because they watch our archived one, says... Maybe you shouldn't have said this back then.
Yeah.
I would have been like...
back then.
But that was back then, and that was also a very different time period.
It's a different... Like, if shit changes, of course shit's gonna change.
Yeah.
And of course I'm gonna, update things
I'm saying. But also, those
are
my opinions at that time.
Exactly.
As things are coming out and
change
happening.
And shift, and things change, and...
I
need a new show. I need to call it Can of Worms, and I need to talk about every touchy subject. It's going to have the worst viewership on the website.
It really is. But Here's my thing. As I said in the last podcast, if you are a special snowflake that gets triggered, and I hate that word, by the way, that gets triggered and offended by the slightest thing, get the fuck off. Especially you fucking Karens.
I hate the word triggered so much. I don't use it in video games that have that word to be like activate a lever or something. The lever was triggered. I don't use that.
Here's my thing with the word triggered. It actually is used in the psychological field as something for people with PTSD.
It is a trigger.
Yes, that is a trigger, and you have been triggered because you're having flashbacks.
Exactly.
Not the bullshit that the internet has turned it into.
Not the I'm
slightly offended.
I'm a 15 and a half, or I'm a 15 and 3/4 year old white girl from Wisconsin, and I get offended by black jokes because it's offensive. If you're of, what am I trying to say here? If you're offended and the entirety of your group is offended, come up to me, say that's offensive, stop doing that, and I'll go, okay, I'll stop. But if it's one person that doesn't fit in that group, or is like, I heard somewhere, or some like third party requesting, hey, don't do this, no. You could tell me to change shit. I'm opening a can of worms. You're giving me a lot of weird faces.
I'm just trying to figure out where the analogy is stopping.
I don't know where the analogy stops or starts, or what the word analogy means.
I hate him.
I'm very stupid.
I very much hate him at times.
Oh, I hate me too. Don't worry.
But no, there are just things like that where it's like, I will always live by, if Foamy the Squirrel can fucking say it, so can I.
Foamy the Squirrel. Oh, I remember Foamy.
Yeah. Ill Will Press. I love Jonathan. He is amazing. Jonathan Reyes, I think.
I've seen one Foamy the Squirrel video.
I need to show you one of my favorites, which is literally Foamy ranting about safe spaces and the word triggered and all that.
I think that's the one you showed me.
Because
a long time ago.
Fucking accurate.
It's like, this is coming from a person who has this.
Yeah.
Here are my problems. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. The creator of Foamy the Squirrel is a shut-in. He is a known shut-in. Mm-hmm. But even he was like, fuck your safe space. Fuck this bullshit. It's called life. You shouldn't have to reach for the pill bottle just because someone has a different opinion from you.
Exactly.
Like, Jesus Christ. There are more people medicated in this fucking planet than there should be.
In this planet?
On this planet. Words.
On this country, in this planet.
I'm gonna smack him.
I'm not a stickler. I just point out things that I notice. I'm sorry.
I am going to smack him.
I swear I'm not a grammar Nazi.
He is!
That joke was about to take a very bad turn. Nah, screw it. Fine. To follow that tangent, where did that pick up? The 10-year-old Italian girl?
No, the thing I was talking about.
Right, you had the shopping thing. Not the shopping thing. That's the next thing on the list. Celebrity. God.
The thing that was happening
with
the girl with the actress from China.
Yes.
There you go.
And then we went on Abuse and Amber Heard, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And whatever that was.
We went on a very strange tangent.
We're on the tangent of talking about tangents, about things we've already said, and we're not even an hour into the podcast.
Okay. I blame you.
I blame me too. It's everything's my fault.
Everything is not your fault. So someone's gonna take that seriously.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is a pyramid scheme?
Like a pyramid laundering scheme?
No, just the term pyramid scheme,
yes.
Right? And how there's like certain businesses can fall under the category of pyramid scheme,
yes.
Right? What is a pyramid scheme? Take your time.
How do I answer this?
You can be wrong, you can be right, it doesn't matter. We're going to get into this.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know how to describe it.
The business structure of a pyramid. Actually, screw it, I'm just going to Google this. A form of investment illegal in the U.S. and elsewhere, in which each paying participant recruits 2 further participants, which returns being given to early participation money contributed by later ones. So there's one person at the top that would recruit more people just below them. Then those people
So a cult.
recruit more people below them.
So a cult.
Not necessarily a cult. It's just it's just a really
business cult.
Shady business tactics. So
Okay.
someone at the very start recruits more people. Then
Yes.
those people recruit more, and then that keeps going down and down and down and further until there's hundreds, if not thousands of millions.
Yeah.
Right? Are Mormons a pyramid scheme? That was not a long silence, but the face you made, I wish we had cameras. Fucking... Let's put it this way. I was at work the other day, and I'll get into a work tangent in a minute here. And I sat there, and one of my coworkers was talking about that thing they were doing, and they were like, it's not a pyramid scheme, but... And I cut them off, and I'm like, it's a pyramid scheme? And they went, yeah. And I went, wait a minute, hang on. And then I had a thought, and then I went through that in my head, and then I said, what is a pyramid scheme? I did the same thing I just did with you. Mormons. What do Mormons do?
They recruit.
They recruit
But
other Mormons.
But to one up you on that, does that mean Jehovah's Witnesses are also a pyramid scheme?
Are Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons basically the same thing? Roughly. I'm not... Okay, listen. I'm not religious.
If we get into semantics, no.
Do they... I'm not saying worship or practice the same things. I'm saying their structure and activities, I guess, are basically the same.
Let's put it this way. Basically, Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses will come to your door knocking to recruit you.
Okay, so it's just the Book of Mormon's the one that got the musical. So are those both pyramid schemes?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
But in that same sense, isn't Scientology a pyramid scheme then? But Scientology is also a fucking cult.
Scientology is 100% a cult because, well, again, I will every time cult and religion comes up and the difference between the two will come up, I will say there is no difference apart from who's viewing or talking about it, because...
Oh no, Scientology is not a fucking religion, it is a fucking cult.
Scientology is technically a religion, but because of the shady things that they do and the shit and terrible garbage that it does, most people will refer to it as a cult. I refer to it as a cult.
It's banned in every other country outside of the US.
Still, I'm stating by factual things that religions and cults have there is no, like, key difference apart from the person talking about it. I don't side with that. Under
a general umbrella, I can understand that, but Scientology is a fucking cult.
Yes.
Made off of a $20 bet!
Was it? Oh, wait, what was the thing that, 65 million year old alien spirits... or something like that.
I don't fucking know. He
came off of a $20 bet.
Yeah, he was a science fiction author at the time who was doing poorly.
Do you think he was doing his thing and then it really started to get traction as people actually started believing in it, and he was just like, oh God, no.
Oh no, he started believing in it too.
Oh God.
L. Ron Hubbard, after seeing the traction, started writing more books.
Oh Jesus. Who's the one Scientologist? Is it Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Okay. Fucking... We gotta talk about Tom Cruise for a minute.
No, we don't. Tom Cruise, no. He doesn't deserve any.
We need to talk about Tom Cruise for the next 45 seconds. That face. First of all, okay, Mission Impossible 1 and 2, he had his own thing, where what was it? And then there was stunt coordinators, and then Mission Impossible 3 came around, and then they were like, hey, you're not going to do these stunts on your own. And then he's like, fuck you, watch me. And then he became executive producer, and he started doing the stunts for himself.
What fucking Mission Impossible are we even on?
We're on, I know we're on at least MI6.
Jesus Christ. It almost has as many as the Fast and Furious franchise.
Mission Impossible, Fallout, hang on, Mission Impossible movies. There's Fallout.
8!
There's gonna be... No, they're still to come
out.
Mission
7
Impossible
and 8.
7 is supposedly coming out this year, and then 8's coming out in 2022. So there is... What is this? Mission Impossible Fallout is MI6, which I feel like is the joke that they were going for the whole time, because MI6.
Yeah. But also, he's a terrible actor. Let's just admit it. Tom Cruise is a terrible actor.
Yeah, there's one scene. I don't remember the name of it. Jack Reacher, I think, where he's on a car chase and then he's slowly going down the street. And then he just gets out of the car and walks over to a bus stop and then just stands in the crowd of people as the police are going to the car. And then he gets on a bus and then that's it. That's the end of the chase.
I mean, it's smart, but, like, that's on the writers, not on him.
Exactly. He was able to pull that, don't make any facial expressions. He was able to pull that off.
The only movie I've ever watched with Tom Cruise in it that I like is Interview with the Vampire. That is it.
I have no idea.
He plays an okay Lestat.
The only Interview with the Vampire that I know of is What They Do in the Shadows? What was it? Something about They Do in the Shadows. Yeah, the comedy vampire interview series.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you the original, which is Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
that sounds like a cops movie.
It's not.
No,
it's
I'm
weird.
saying Brad Pitt. I'm like imagining Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise next to each other in like whatever their thing is with like a leather jacket and jeans or whatever, and I'm like that they're like buddy cops thing. I don't know what I'm getting quiet. I don't understand this.
Yeah, he is getting quiet, but as I pull up Enter with the Vampire so he can look at the pictures.
Yeah. What was it? Mission Impossible Fallout had Henry Cavill. I kind of Superman, and then
Geralt, Witcher. He's in The Witcher.
Is it Geralt? Okay. Geralt from The Witcher.
Yeah.
None of which I've seen. I saw the
Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
What are these teeth?
Very old vampire movie.
All right. It's an odd one. Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. Okay. That's nice. But Henry Cavill.
It's an Anne Rice book.
Okay. And then Henry Cavill was also in Justice League? Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Justice
He's
League.
Superman.
Yeah, where they had to remove his mustache. Which was terrible. Oh my god.
Henry Cavill is Geralt, though, and The Witcher is...
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's amazing.
Henry...
Though, while talking about The Witcher, I also have to bring up the books are shit. Don't do that to a child. Don't do that to a child.
I haven't read the books, but I do remember... I don't remember who it was.
I think her name's Cersei or something.
No, that's Game of Thrones.
Ciri or something? It's a little girl.
Ciri.
Because
I remember them talking about it.
She's a little girl. You don't do that to a child.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Basically, it's her father. Her biological father has literally stated he would have her children.
Spoiler just in case. I'm never going to read them, but spoiler if you want to read the Witcher
books. Yeah, spoiler
books.
just in case if you want to read the Witcher books.
I can't read.
Terrible.
I can't read.
He literally said he would have her children.
Who?
His own daughter, Ciri.
Oh, God. Oh, that's not...
You don't sexualize a child.
That's bad.
You don't sexualize a child.
Bad. Well, okay.
The games are perfect. The games are awesome. Ignore the books. The books don't exist.
I haven't played the games. I played the beginning of the third game.
The games are fun.
I don't remember. And then I just never kept playing it.
Let's just put it this way. The games are fun. The books don't exist.
Yes. I do remember a review of the books where the guy was like, an arm hit the floor, and the blind beggar under the table got worried. And it's like, talk about the fight. You've been building up about how the guy is so good about talking about fighting, and then you say, oh, this guy's gonna get ready to the fight, and then there's a blind beggar hiding under the table, and then by the end of the fight, he's completely blind.
I'm just gonna show. It's one of the few Netflix original adaptations that's actually good, which is the Witcher series.
Okay.
I'm just gonna show you like episode 1 or whatever.
I don't know. We'll figure that one out.
So you can see Henry Cavill as Geralt.
Yes.
Because
Geralt.
He's great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Away from that tangent.
We were also watching a game show earlier today.
Yes, I showed him in weird K-pop news. This is old. I showed him Dive Studios Fighting, which was emceed by Eric Nam.
I'm gonna call it H Waiting. Because that's what it
looks like in English.
Says, but I'm just gonna call it H Waiting. Anyway,
it's pronounced fighting. But yeah. So I showed him that, and he absolutely loves Peniel and Jay.
They did a what was it? Like the game where you have headphones on and can't hear each other.
But you have to guess what the other person's saying.
Verbal charades.
Yeah.
So they're just yelling. It's like, dinosaur movie! And he goes, McDonald's! And that was the whole show. There was a part and then they mentioned, because I was going to bring up this thing. They mentioned that pizza is a circle.
Yes.
And then you cut it into triangles. And then you put it in a square box.
And then it comes in a box.
And then that reminded me of the fact that Apple, the tech company, has a patent on circular pizza boxes.
And
I'm going to look this up. Circular pizza box. Apple has the patent. That's why you don't see circular pizza boxes anywhere. Because Apple patented the design. And it's literally just a big lid is what it looks like.
Yeah.
There's like holes in the top for steam.
There's like no point to it.
There's nothing.
Just keep it in the square box.
Well, here's the thing. It's easier. Well, it's not, but yeah, keep it in the square box.
Just keep it in the square box.
Because who cares? But like the fact that we can't get a circular thing in a circular box is because of Apple.
Yeah.
So I have another reason to hate Apple.
I just loved how Peniel explained that. It was like, pizza comes in a circle, and then you cut it into triangles, but it's served in a square box.
It's just in the middle of the game, and they're like, what are you talking about?
Peniel is, like, if he ever listens to this, I apologize, but
I'm a fan.
I am a big fan of B2B personally,
It's
and...
been, what? I've watched 10 minutes of this person.
You've watched at least 3 episodes, so like 20 minutes?
Who knows? An amount of time. What are you hitting?
I'm not hitting anything! But, as a fan of you and of B2B, personally, why do you always look high as fuck? You always look stoned.
Jesus.
I love Peniel, I do, but he just does.
Yeah. What else? You're writing the next song, aren't you?
Yes.
Yep.
In company news, I am writing the next song.
Yes, which, hang on, that's song...
Third.
Hang on.
3.
Yeah, song number 3, track number 3.
I will check, okay. You have the intro, track 1, and then track 2. Mine is, so I'd be track 2.
No, intro is track... We've been over this. Intro and track 1 are the same thing. I don't refer to it as 0, which I do all the time, because we're doing these month by month to have it by the end of the year. But it's track 1,
track 2, which is you.
Named to be revealed at the end of the month. Track 2, which is me.
And then track 3.
I still need to figure out the cross in between those two. And then track 3, which is yours.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Music talk. We're talking about songs that are not done that you'll eventually get to hear.
You'll eventually get to hear them.
It'll be interesting. What else were we doing? We had
So we have an abridged series coming up that my friend is actually writing the script for. So me and my closest friend, my best friend, I am not going to say her real name, so I'm going to do the name that we chose for
Peter.
No, me and her have characters, so I'm going to use the name that she made. So, Julong, yes, ignore the Chinese names. We did this on purpose. But she's writing the abridged series for the show The Untamed. Now, mind you, we're doing the anime, not the drama, because that's 50 episodes, and I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. It's also just a lot of talking. For me, especially. But, so, she's writing the abridged for that, and we want it to come out this year, and it'd be really fun for that.
That'll be its own thing.
That'll be its own thing on YouTube.
It's not on a schedule. It's just, we'll be like, hey, this is coming out then, and then it'll happen, and then we'll get through the whole thing, and then it'll be done when it's done. Yeah.
But it's something fun to look forward to. Mm-hmm. Especially those of you that have watched The Untamed. Exactly.
It's a good start to the next, stuff that we're doing. Yeah. Because, once we do, it's what do we call it? Fan dubs?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do fan dubs because technically it's legal.
It is technically legal.
We can't get sued. It might have, one of those weird YouTube copyright things, but it's technically legal because it's parody.
Yeah.
And that is 100% within fair use.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're probably going to end up talking to people anyway and be like, hey, can we do this? But
yeah,
we'll figure that out. But that's going to be a fun thing to do, which can start other series like the... What was the one? The Sonic fan dub?
Yeah.
We're not going to do our own Sonic fan dub, but that's a prime example of stuff that we're going to end up doing.
We don't want to do Sonic fan dub. We do want to do one specific game.
I want to do stuff like Sonic fan dub where we dub in real time.
Yeah, okay.
Over whatever it is.
That is fun, but there's out of the Sonic games, there's 2 games we want to do. Sonic Unleashed.
Oh yeah, Sonic Unleashed and now that I think about it, I kind of want to do Sonic Colors, just because that's a really nice game. Mom's favorite.
Yes.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2,
That is the fan dub game.
Oh, okay.
I think. Hang on. Sonic...
We're doing a lot of looking up. Not as much as we did last time.
The desert. Count how many sand is here, Omega. Okay. 1, 2... And it just counts
We're
forever.
looking things up as always, but not as much.
Yes. Yep, it was Sonic Adventure 2 that was fan dub. So we're not doing that.
We're not going to do Sonic Fan 2, but we are doing Sonic Unleashed.
Then we have to deal with the people that made Sonic Adventure 2, and then we have to deal with the people that made the fan dub.
So we are going to do Sonic Unleashed, and it's because, as we talked about last podcast, the Pokemon seller absolutely hates
Pokemon card salesman. No, he doesn't hate. He loves it. He loves the
song?
Dungeon Master hates the song.
Oh.
Pokemon card salesman loves playing that song for him, and then hearing him go, ah! It's...
Basically, it's a very big inside joke that we want to do.
It's the... What is it? It's like the jazz battle theme at night for Sonic Unleashed. They did a bit on Game Grumps where it's like, I sure hope there are no jazz bands hiding around in here, and then the enemies spawn, and then it's just...
But yeah, no, so it's a very big inside joke that we are going to be dubbing.
We'll have Pokemon card salesman figure out that. And
Pokemon card salesman. Blah fucking words.
Blah fucking words. I swear I'm not making fun. I'm trying to have myself. Don't. That's a knife.
I hope they caught the flick sound.
I really hope. I'm sure I did. What else? We had another thing, because
Should we invite the Dungeon Master 2 to be there just so he's screaming in the background?
For the dub or for our podcast?
For the dub. For the Unleashed.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Well, he's going to be a part of it anyway.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Also, for a split second, I got confused when you said Dungeon Master, and I said, hang on.
That's what you called him.
You don't mean Pokemon card salesman. And then, God, we have the weirdest names.
You don't want to use their real names?
I know, because I don't know if they want to be a part of this or not, but once they are, I can finally start using real names, and it's too much work to censor stuff. Just ignore me.
Yeah. But, okay, other than that,
because you're going to university.
Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to a university in Indiana. But it's going to start this year, but not this semester. So in my fall semester, I'm starting my Japanese language classes and Japanese culture classes for my Japanese major. Mm-hmm. And I figured, since from what I've seen online, especially from like J-YouTubers and things, they don't really show the ins and outs of the studying and all of that nonsense. So a lot of people that are studying Japanese wind up showing you everything once they go to Japan to study.
Like, they show the finished product.
They show them already in Japan and studying in Japan, and then them going back to the States. So at that point, they're already pretty much fluent.
Yeah.
Or as fluent as they can get before, like, their final year and all that. So it's like, I figured it would be a cool idea to show everyone from the beginning all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm. And that would be, what would that be? A weekly thing? A bi-weekly thing?
It'd be like a weekly thing, yeah, because I would be taking the classes weekly, so. Mm-hmm. But again, this is something that's going to be starting in the fall, not now.
Later this year.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's before or after the fan dub thing, but
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure those out. Surprising. Not surprising. Just fucking in general.
There's a thing. Yeah.
Hang on. This document's all crazy now. Oh, Christ. Jesus. We have like a Word document, or not a Word document, but a document in general. Just keep track of shit we're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Here you
that's.
go, Monty.
I don't know if that's gonna start before or after.
We're not
the
entirely
fandom thing.
sure. The fandom thing may start before.
And we also don't know if all of this stuff we're talking about is gonna get done. The music stuff's definitely getting done.
Yeah, the music
That's
stuff's definitely
100%.
getting done.
Other
this
stuff
year.
we don't know.
As for the abridged series, we want it to get done this
Yeah, we
year,
want it this
and
year.
the vlog series has to get started this year because
Yeah.
I will be starting.
Will be starting it. And like you said before, that'll be a way to get you to start editing stuff.
Yeah.
And doing, work. My eye twitches.
He acts like I don't do work when who's the one that talks to all the talks to everyone on the phone and does all the legality.
You're doing all the work that the fans don't care about. That they know is important, but they don't. That's not content.
I am going to stab him with the pencil that he's currently playing with because it's mine.
Here. Ah, no, I actually got scared. Please don't hurt me. I'm very fragile.
It wasn't even out.
I know, but I'm very.
hurt.
It still comes to somewhat of a point. I'm very fragile. Please don't hurt me.
Don't worry. I didn't actually hit him or stab him or anything.
No, I am just in a normal amount of pain, but that's because my back is terrible.
Yeah, you need to go to a chiropractor.
I do need to go to a chiropractor. I was standing at, I stand all day at work, or at air quote work job. I cannot describe. I have to sit down in like this one of the solid chairs and just bend over to get my back cracked and back into place. But speaking of work, they have me on a schedule. I'm not going to say where I work because I don't care, and neither do you. But they have me on a schedule, and then they say, can you come in during this time to fill in for this person? Or can you stay instead of only the 4 or 6 hours that you do, and can you stay a whole 8? And then I was like, no. And normally I do that, and then they keep asking for more and more and more, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. That's not how this works. I'm filling in for you. That doesn't mean I'm your fucking servant. And you just got me.
I don't know what your job's doing besides being a bitch.
No, that's all it is. There's like 8 people in the entire fucking store. And two of them within the past week have called in, I have a fever, and I had to fill in for one of them on the one day I was off.
I mean, you gotta kind of give them leeway for that, considering we are in a pandemic.
But the first one that called in with a fever was the newest hire.
Yeah.
Which I feel like their interview was like the first day I had work. So it was weird. But they also have not been in a single day of work. And they have been scheduled like the past 2 weeks.
You think it's just like some teenager just
some brat.
Yeah.
Some fucking piece of shit.
That doesn't want to work but is being forced to.
That doesn't want to work. They're like, oh, I have a fever. Because they know that saying a fever in this time, they're going to be like, oh shit, stay home, get the fuck out of here. And then someone else calls in with the fever. And then they're like, hey, can you fill in for this person? And instead of going from 10:30 to whatever time it was, I think it was 4:30, whatever day, they were like, hey, instead of staying till 4, can you stay until like midnight? And I was like, no, I can't, no, fuck you. And
legally, I don't think you can. You're only allowed to work so many hours a week.
This will bring up, yeah, because I'm technically part-time.
Yeah.
Part-time. I can't talk. I'm technically part-time, so they legally have to work me less than 30 hours.
Yeah.
I have picked up so many hours, I think I'm on 35 a week. I think. I'm not, don't quote me on that, but it's starting to feel like it.
Yeah,
it's garbage. And you know how legally, I don't think it's OSHA, but legally, if you have over 4 hours over a 4-hour shift, you have to take a 30-minute break. Legally. I have not taken a 30-minute break since I've worked there.
Well then.
And I have worked 8 hours. I've 8-hour shifts. I've worked 6-hour shifts. I have worked 4-hour shifts. And I will take breaks, and then the only other person in the store that's with me on that day will say, they won't say anything. They'll just be gone. They'll go up to the gas station nearby, and then they'll just be getting whatever, or they'll go on their break, and then I'm the only one that's left in the store, and then people walk in, and then it's a rush, and then they're gone for half an hour, and then I have to go deal with stuff alone for half an hour. I was left alone for 3 hours on one day. There were 10 people, and I had to do every single one of them at once.
I'm just gonna say this because I can. Start being an asshole and just go on your break.
Yeah, I know.
Just
I
being an asshole.
I was an asshole yesterday, and I said, I'm gonna be an asshole. I don't care. I haven't eaten. I haven't drank anything today. I am dizzy. I am tired. I'm getting food and a drink, and I am taking my break. And I was there. I sat down. 2 minutes into my break, I had figured out. Actually, no, 10 minutes in, I had figured out that they were gone because I saw someone waiting, and I said, huh, they've been waiting for longer than 30 seconds. Then I looked in the back, and no one else was there, and I said, well, great. Guess I have to cancel my break. And I had just finished my food, and I'm frustrated. If this keeps going, I'm legit. I've been there, like, what, 2 weeks? How long have I been there? I've been there 2 weeks. If it keeps going at this pace, I'm getting another job. I don't care.
I just all I have to, it's just
Oh
this
yeah,
red mark
yeah,
on
that
your hand.
red mark. We're also working with chemicals that are not. I don't think it's acidic, but they're definitely
acidic.
It says on the bottle, do not get in contact with human skin or eyes. Wear gloves and eyewear. And I said the other day, hey, do we have rubber gloves? And they said, no. Why? And I went, if I have to buy my own rubber gloves,
you're probably gonna have to.
No, that's the thing. I'm sure we have some in the garage somewhere, but I swear these people are gonna fucking.
The JoJo expert has hair dye ones, so you can just
dye ones.
Just borrow some of those.
Are they rubber?
Yeah, they're latex.
It goes up to like middle forearm ish.
No. They go.
No, I need arms. No. I'm talking my hand going into the water will get up to about here.
Okay, so
worst. I need big ass gloves.
You need the freaking lunch lady gloves.
I need lunch lady gloves. I need gloves that are the length of like those old 50s dresses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I need gloves that long. But no, real talk though. If they keep going, hey, do this, hey, do this, hey, do this. I'm not an errand boy. Even though people will consider it that, I am not an errand boy. You can have me for the times that you want to have me, but I will not fill in for 3 other people and also pick up stuff because of negligence on your part. You know? I'm not going to do that.
Yep.
I'm not that stupid. Don't get me wrong, I'm dumb, but I'm not that stupid.
You also have a backbone. But again, we also worked in an office together when we met, so...
I have a backbone, but it's fucking broken. That's the problem. The longer I work, the worse my back gets, and the easier it is to have me not use that backbone.
You know, I still just find it funny that we met and worked in an office together.
Yeah.
And that seems less stressful than this.
Yeah.
And we had to deal with batshit people.
We had to... Yeah. There's...
But we're gonna have
If you are dealing with customers, every single customer is gonna be insane. Every one of them.
At some point in the future, we're gonna have a podcast just talking about work stories.
The workcast, I don't know. We'll figure something out. It'll probably be a shorter one, but
it'll be a shorter one, but it'll be like
we'll
work
have a work
stories
podcast, work horror stories.
Yeah, and it'll probably. Most of ours, the shared ones, will be about being in that office.
I'm trying to workshop a name. I'm trying to workshop a name all at the same time here. Nightmares from the service industry. I'm trying to come up with like
customer service nightmares.
I'm thinking of like nightmare or horror stories, and then I'm trying to come up with work terms with N's and H's.
Yeah.
Because I have that thing where it's like what is it, like the Miles Morales or Peter Parker kind of thing.
Yeah.
not double entendre. What's the term for that? Like Clark Kent is one. Wonder Woman.
I
It's
forget.
like the same thing. The same thing front and back.
I would scream for the person that came in upstairs and asked them, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
We give up. Someone will tell us at some point.
Someone will tell. We'll figure it out. If only we had chat.
If only.
Oh wait, we do. No one's here. But hello from the past, because I'm sure there's people watching archives.
At some point, someone will watch the past ones.
I wonder. Good. I'm gonna see if you're watching an archive of this right now on YouTube. That you're hearing me right now in an archive. Comment what year you're watching. That'll be fun.
Oh God! If we have some time traveler, that would be hysterical.
What if, God? I've always now that did you have another thing to talk about or no?
Shopping, which was just dorm shopping.
Dorm shopping.
I wanted to strangle something.
Strangle who?
Everyone in the store and just being out in the store.
Did you go to IKEA?
No, luckily. We had to go to Target though.
Oh, how was that?
I just wanted to strangle people.
Don't get record players from Target.
I won't.
I got a record player from Target because I had a fuck ton of records. Or LPs as they're called these days. They're records. They're records. What was the other name? Vinyl I sort of accept, but only a little. They're not LPs. They're not vinyl.
I accept vinyl because that's something that used to be called in the 80s.
Okay, but the records.
Yeah, the records.
I will, if you want to get fancy and technical with it, I would 100% accept the term 33s. Because 33 RPM. Because you call 45s 45s.
Yeah.
But I would absolutely call those 33s. What were the other ones? 78s.
Something like that.
I think they were whatever.
Anyways, before we go on tangent. Fucking Target.
I got a record player from Target, and straight up, I played it once. I don't remember what I played on it. I think it was some modern pop album that I got from a record store nearby. But I played it and I was like, hell yeah, it works. It's not the kind that I want because it's just a small one and I can't close it. I want one that I can see the record but I can close it. You know what I mean? And then I went to get another record and I was going to go play it and then it didn't work. And I went, that's weird. So I tried fixing stuff. I tried flipping switches because it had built-in speakers. Don't get me started on the tangent of what's the difference between a turntable and a record player. Because I don't care. I just want something that plays records. I'll figure the rest out. If it needs speakers, I'll get them. But I tried messing around with settings. Nothing worked. I tried Bluetooth or whatever it needed. I tried auxiliary cables. I tried so many different things. I just couldn't get it to work. So I was like, oh, I see. It's the needle. The needle is the problem because I figured out that it was the needle that was the problem. So I went to replace the needle because it came with a replacement.
Yeah.
Replaced the needle. Still didn't work. And then I went, Then I just messed around with the settings again. Couldn't get it to work again. Then I threw it out the next morning.
Good job. You could have brought that back for a refund.
Yeah, but it's Target.
It's still money.
Yeah, but it was only like $40.
Yeah.
It was a crap record player. I didn't want to. I didn't care. It was one of those box things that had like a handle out to make it look like a briefcase.
Okay.
It also had like velvet on it.
Ugh.
I hated it. It was garbage. It was dog shit.
Ew.
Give me a metal one with black decals and just a nice clear plexiglass cover. I just want that. Okay. Actually, no. I want that, but I also want one of those really big ones where we have like the cabinet in the middle and then you can close. It looks like a table.
Yeah.
Big speakers on the side. I want one of those one day.
You know, shopping, I will emphasize this. I am not the girl that goes out shopping just to shop. I hate shopping with a fucking passion.
Yes.
I hate being in malls. I hate just shopping in stores. I just hate it. If I'm going out, it's because I know what I need and I'm going to go get it and then I'm going to leave. I don't stay in stores long. I don't like to.
Yes.
It's aggravating. My mom, on the other hand, is the opposite.
Yeah? Did your mom take you to go shopping?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I wanted to strangle something.
So you could have been in and out 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, because
I needed... made it 3 hours or something?
I had my list, and I knew what I needed, so I needed storage tubs and things to pack everything in so I can move it to Indiana. Like some school supplies just based like pencils and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get the actual shit until I get my syllabus, so I know what I need.
Can I tangent real quick?
Go for it.
You know how, like, middle school and high school, your class will have a supplies list.
Yeah.
It's like you need a binder, you need folders, you need pencils, you need erasers, you need this, right? Why is 90% of stuff on those lists never used? Or used once and then never again? Or given to the teacher because they don't want to go out and buy it themselves?
I don't fucking know. I don't. The only time I ever had a class, which was my ancient history class in frickin' middle school, was the only time our supplies list was accurate because she told us we need 100-page composition notebook. That was all it was on the supply list. You need a 100-page composition notebook. The rest of the stuff that she had said we needed was basic shit that we needed in general for every other class.
She used those exact words.
Yeah.
In middle school.
Yep.
Basic shit.
Yep.
Middle school.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. This is the same teacher that heard me scream fuck in the middle of the hallway and didn't say anything.
All right.
At the age of 12.
Where the fuck? Anyway, go ahead.
Florida! That's where the fuck!
You're right.
But
Florida teacher. No.
She was so accurate because we used every single page, both sides of it, of that notebook.
Oh. Not a single space wasted?
Not a single space was wasted.
Damn.
She was the only teacher I ever had that was accurate. But on that list, can we also talk about how university classes, like, don't give you a supply list?
Yeah.
They don't tell you shit.
Yeah, university's much different than actual public school because it's like you pay a lot more to be there. You pay out of your own pocket normally, and it's you show up and you're like, am I in the right place? Like no one's like there's other people there that are doing the same thing. Like, is there a teacher? Are we in the right place? And then like 10 minutes later, the teacher comes in like, oh fucking traffic, am I right? Anyway, here's what you need to do. I'm gonna sit in silence for 30 minutes and take a nap and drink a coffee and a NyQuil. See ya. And then that's the end of the class. But it's one of
those things where it's like everyone's like, oh, you need to get this and this and this because you're going to be living in a dorm on college. Are you kidding me? I'm not getting all that shit. You want to know why? Because I'm going to get the syllabus my first day of classes and realize I don't need you.
Yep.
So it's just taking up space in my dorm room that's already going to be small. Actually, my dorm room isn't because I have a triple room with only one roommate because
do you have two
COVID?
Do you have two, like a basic living room and then 2 small bedrooms?
No, a triple. How it is at my college, because my college is very old. So these buildings were built in the 1800s.
The 1800s, you say?
Luckily, my building has AC and heat.
Good.
Unlike one of the other ones that's really old and doesn't.
Yeah, the one that got flooded? That's still flooded?
Probably.
The entire basement floor is just like, hey, we can swim in here now. We don't need a pool, kind of thing, you know?
Oh God, no! That means the pit's gone.
Oh yeah, the pit's gone. No one was ever in there.
Because
there were 3 people in there. Was it 3 or 1?
3.
An odd number of people
you,
were in there.
me, and
No. The other people that were in there once.
One person.
One or two, something like that.
Yeah.
And then no one else ever went there. Because it was like, oh, the pit, it's the cool place. That's where everyone goes and hangs out after classes in school. No, they don't. You go...
Most people leave campus.
Yeah, you get shit and you either wait around in lunch to go to the next class or you just go home.
Yeah. Or, in my case, bug the hell out of you.
You come and go bother me all fucking day. And then when my boss came around the corner, hey!
Okay, Sarah
shut up.
was never that mean.
Well, yeah, she would go, hey, can you, shut the fuck up?
She'd go, she was more quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine.
I don't think I've ever heard her swear.
But I did. Really those old women.
Damn it. Every time you bring that up, I keep fucking... Every time I'm like, God damn it, I kind of wish I was there, but I'm also really glad that I wasn't, so I didn't have to deal with them. But also, hearing say fuck.
Yeah. Too, she cursed too.
Oh, yeah.
Was awesome. She was an awesome boss.
She would swear a lot. Yeah. They were both good bosses.
They were.
It was the other one that were... I don't know who cared. No one
was never really said anything to anyone.
Yeah. She was just like, I'll be in my office.
Yeah. Quit, by the way. She doesn't work
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought she did, retire or something.
No, she works
some other fucking place, whatever.
But, Yeah, no, so there's that, but basically how the room is set up, how the dorm room is set up, I'm on the first floor, which is cool.
That's nice.
But
you don't have to take an elevator or stairs anywhere.
I won't have to take stairs up one because there's the garden floor, which is actually the first floor, and then you have the first floor.
Okay.
Because the garden floor I don't think has any dorm rooms, but they're also using that for quarantine space for in case somebody gets COVID on campus or something.
Mm-hmm.
But so basically, you go up the one flight of stairs, and every floor has a kitchen. So there's that.
Okay.
But you would open the room, there's 3 closets, and it's just a very big space. Very big open space. So you can split it however you want. But most of the time, a triple room is for 3 people.
Okay. But you're only sharing
But
with one
because of how COVID is, there's only allowed to be 2 people per room.
Okay.
So me and her actually get extra space.
Cool. That's nice.
So there's that. But again, it's also like, I'm still not going to fill my room with with fucking supplies I'm never gonna use.
Yeah.
Because how many, like, let's be real, how many composition notebooks have all of us bought for classes and have maybe used 1 page?
It's like, start writing, and then you use the thing, and then I need to pop my elbow. Damn it. I can't pop it. Ugh. It's like, all right, start writing, and that's the end of class. And then you're like, wait, I never need to use this again. It's like, too bad, we're done.
Yeah, it's like,
Over.
what the fuck?
Yep.
So yeah, I had to do that this week.
Yep.
That was aggravating.
What a tangent.
Yeah.
This entire thing was just a tangent.
This was just the tangent episode,
this was the tangent zone.
This was the tangent zone.
It's a great title.
But here's the thing: you and I both know the tangent zone is going to continue every fucking podcast.
Every podcast.
Because
there was no main subject for this podcast.
No, there was, but there wasn't. But because next week for the podcast, I will be in my dorm.
Yep.
And I will be bitching to you about orientation and everything.
Yep, you'll be like, oh my god, you have no fucking clue. And I'm going to be like, uh-huh, nice. I had to pull 4 double shifts.
You're going to be like dying.
I'll be dead.
And I'm going to be
I'll be dead, and you'll be in another state, and I will be dead. I'll be a ghost. Ooh.
We need a visual podcast so you can
do.
see the faces I make at him.
I'll move shit around. We'll get visuals soon.
Yeah.
But you need a camera too, then.
There's one built into my computer, so I'll just wind up using that. For now! As a broke-ass college student?
We'll figure it out.
Unless you buy it. I don't got the money for that.
We'll figure it out. I'll probably end up buying you another fucking camera.
If you do, I'll just wind up using it for the vlog, too.
Yeah.
Instead of using my phone.
I mean, you're not... See? There you go. You're proving my point further.
He's gonna hurt me.
Click, click, click of the pen.
That doesn't work like that.
I know. I'm being funny.
I love those pencils, though.
Yeah. I think we've had a good enough time. Whatever.
Yeah, we've had a good enough time for the podcast. Good enough.
We've run out of stuff to talk about.
We went on a lot of tangents today.
There was a lot of tangents, not a lot to talk about, but we made it work, just like we do all the time. It's... We'll get better.
We'll get better.
I say that every episode, don't I?
Yeah.
You
just need to accept the fact that we are the way we are.
We are the way that's... It is what it is. Nothing can be done.
Yep. But we will see you guys next week.
See you in a week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.